Welcome back to Commander of the Week, the segment where I break down a particular commander and 5 staples that can go along with it if you're willing to build it or interested in modifications. This time, I'm going to be once again going the theme with the new set, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Last time it was Raphael, this time it's Michelangelo. So, Michelangelo has several cards that have released, but this one really got my attention because it's very unique. I've never seen that type of mechanic before, and I feel like it could really win the game. So which Michelangelo I'm talking about? Revealing the card in question. Michelangelo on the scene. 4 colorless, 2 forest. Legendary creature, Mutant Ninja Turtle. Here's what it does. Trample. This creature deals excess damage to a player when it's attacking. Michelangelo enters with a +1/+1 counter on him for each land you control. Whenever this creature dies, return this card to your hand. It's a 2/2. So, landfall cards, lands that are able to pretty much be sacked, like Evolving Wilds. These are ways you could probably get Michelangelo to get bigger, but Michelangelo also has a very interesting mechanic that if he does die, he comes back to your hand, which means commander attacks gets evaded if he becomes your commander, which at the end of the day, I would definitely like him as a commander. So, introducing the 5 staples I will use if I was to build Michelangelo. First off is the Oscilliph, 1 colorless legendary artifact. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on the Oscilliph. At the beginning of your combat, if the Oscilliph has counters on it, you may move those counters from the Oscilliph onto the target creature. Why is this so important? And why is this card good? For me, it's a phenomenal card. Turn 1, Oscilliph, and then from there, you set up to Michelangelo, is this. When Michelangelo enters the battlefield, he's going to have +1/+1 counters depending on how many lands you're going to have. Now, with the cards that I'm going to show you guys later on, he's going to be pretty big. Now, if he dies, he comes back to your hand, and the Oscilliph gets all the counters. So if the Oscilliph receives, because Michelangelo saw 6 lands, he gets 6++1 counters onto the Oscilliph. Once Michelangelo returns, I will transfer him over. Now, Michelangelo could be 6 + 6, 12, and plus 2 more, 14, which could be very, very gross. And because he has trample, access damage, and you pretty much are in a comfortable position. The next card in question, the next staple number 2, is Death Render. Another artifact. It's a 4 colorless artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. Whenever a equipped creature dies, you may put a creature from your hand onto the battlefield attached to Death Render. 2 colorless to attach it. So another reason I would like this card in play is because of the mechanic of Michelangelo dying. It comes back to your hand, and when that occurs, you're able to bring in any type of big creature. You could put in a finisher like Cradle Behemoth or a Drazi for free. And then on top of that, it gets attached, +1/+2, off you go. It's a very interesting mechanic. I've never seen this card. It's the first time seeing it. It's very, very powerful. I'm actually quite impressed with it, and I might add it to a particular deck. Staple number 3. Terra Symbiosis. 2 colorless, 1 forest. Enchantment. Whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, you may draw that many cards. Do this once per turn. Once again, Michelangelo is going to be in a battlefield. He's going to get those +1/+1 counters because the lands are there. And it will immediately activate your Terra Symbiosis, which in general, because there's maybe, it's already turn 6 when you get Michelangelo out. So he's going to see 6 lands. That means you draw 6 cards. So it's very, very cool. I like this card combination. You can always go with Oscilliph turn 1, Terra turn 3, and prepare yourself to get Michelangelo by turn 6. But because you're running green, you can get Michelangelo out pretty quickly. But then again, you want him to be out when you have, 6 lands, 7 lands, because of the staple that's next. Staple number 4, Exploration. You may pay an additional land on each turn. You're gonna have plenty of lands. I think you should go heavy. If you're running green, go maybe 37, 38 lands. You want lands. You want to be able to have exploration to be dumping out lands as much as possible. That way, Michael gets bigger and bigger, which will affect other cards, your Symbiosis, your Oscillif, so on and so forth. So that's why I would definitely add exploration. Not only that, turn 1 exploration is pretty gross, so I recommend it. And the last staple is from a very fun set, which was Edge of Eternity. It's actually one of the best cards in the game in that format when it was first released, and it was Ice Tilt Explorer. 2 colorless, 2 forest. Creature Insect Scouts. You may pay an additional land on your turn, so it does the exploration, but on top of that, you may pay lands from your graveyard. Landfall. Whenever land you control enters, mill a card. So, Walking Wilds, ping lands, sack lands, this definitely helps out because you're gonna get, lands coming in. It helps out with your overall goal of getting Michael big. It helps out with Oscillif getting more triggers. It helps out because now your Terra Symbiosis is gonna get triggers because of Michelangelo, and you draw cards. Great way to filter out. Obviously, if you don't have exploration now, the Ice Tilt, it's pretty much exploration but creature form. So I wouldn't have both of them out, but either or is definitely favorable. So what do you guys think about Michelangelo? For me, Michelangelo is, I think, the best turtle so far because of its value. Leo might be very close. Raphael might be third because of the attack triggers. But I really like Michelangelo on the scene. So let me know, what cards would you add if you were to run Michelangelo as your commander? And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more Magic the Gathering fun.